Hello, my name is Cindy Matalucci, and you're watching The Pulse, where we get the 411 on all the latest and greatest things to do in this amazing city, San Diego. From the newest bars and restaurants to the chicest boutiques, to the gyms and the trainers that are getting the people of this city buff 365 days a year, to the place you want to go to get your spa on. I'm exploring it all for you, and of course, having fun along the way. So, come with me while we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego. This episode of The Pulse was brought to you by Flax for Life. Flax for Life is celebrating 20 years in business. This family-run business has continued to come up with new and exciting flax-based gluten-free products. We are spotlighting one of our favorite Flax for Life products, their muffins. These hearty and flavorful muffins are packed full of nutrients that your taste buds will love. Each muffin is loaded with omega-3s, fiber, and healthy protein. Enjoy them for breakfast, an afternoon snack, or just a sweet and hearty treat. For more information on Flax for Life, you can go to flaxforlife.net. Be sure to use our promo code THEPULSE to save 15% off your purchase order. On today's episode, we start our show with Dr. Katerina Gallus from Restore SD Plastic Surgery, breaking down all the latest trends in cosmetic procedures. We then talk to Suzanne Palmisano, COO of Diesel Jack Media and mom of 6 kids, who educates us about a mysterious medical condition called the Nutcracker Syndrome. We end our show on location with San Diego's premier women's networking group, Elite Networking, as they take you inside Bijou Rocks in Solana Beach and spotlight this amazing local business. We have all been in quarantine and spending quite a bit of time on Zoom with virtual meetings. It can make us feel less secure about our appearance, and we all know we want to be the best versions of ourselves. We talk with Dr. Katerina Gallus about the trends, cosmetic treatments, and what you can do to make a big difference in bringing your inner beauty forward. Check this out.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Katerina Gallus with Restore SD Plastic Surgery. Top trends are all about the face. Thanks Zoom for that. It's 2021 and lots of new stuff is on the horizon, and there's a few things that have really been making their way into popular culture and bubbling up from all those Zoom calls we've been on. So a lot of it has to do with questions about the eyes and the forehead. People are really asking for that eyebrow lift, which can be done non-surgically or surgically. You can start with some basics like Botox here so that your eyebrow lifts a little bit. You can go next step, which are those cool threads that you see people putting in, and it pulls up the corner of your eyebrow. That's also temporary like the Botox, but lasts a little bit longer. Upper eyelids are also another concern, and that can be fixed with surgery in the office. I do that under local with a little bit of oral sedation if you want. Other trends have to do with the lower face, and when we're on Zoom, everyone's getting to critique their face. And so looking at lips has been becoming a popular area to fill. And while you're recovering from the lip injection, you can wear a mask. So if you have any bruising or swelling that you're embarrassed about, then just wear a mask until that's over. Also popular is the lip flip, which is done with Botox. So a little Botox here and here causes your upper lip to turn up and gives you that nice pouty look without added filler if filler's not your thing. Everyone has their own individual concerns, and I would love to create a tailored plan to address those concerns with you. So just click below and schedule a consultation, and we can go over the best plan for you.
For more information on Restore SD Plastic Surgery, you can go to restoresdplasticsurgery.com. When we come back, we chat with Suzanne Palmisano. We want to congratulate our sponsor, Flax for Life, for celebrating 20 years in business. This family-run business has continued to come up with new and exciting flax-based gluten-free products. It's celebration time, and we are celebrating and showcasing one of our favorite products, their muffins. These hearty and flavorful muffins are packed full of nutrients that your taste buds will love. Each muffin is loaded with omega-3s, fiber, and healthy protein. Enjoy them for breakfast, afternoon snack, or just a sweet and hearty treat. They come in 6 delicious flavors, including blueberry, carrot raisin, chocolate chip, cranberry orange, apple cinnamon, and Hawaiian pineapple. My favorite is the carrot raisin. They also come in single-serve options, which we serve on the Pulse set. Your favorite muffin in a more convenient grab-and-go package. There's 1 muffin per package and 12 packages per case. Healthy on the go never tasted so good. You can also order a grab-and-go single-serve sample pack. Here's your chance to try the most popular flavors of brownies and muffins all in one box. Get a taste of all their single-serve packages and discover your new favorite product. You can also go to their website to find out how to locate a store near you to find Flax for Life. Go to flaxforlife.net to purchase your items directly. Happy birthday, Flax for Life. We're excited to celebrate you.
My name is Windus Fernandez-Brincord with Trilogy Financial Services. I'm the Managing Vice President of Trilogy here in the San Diego region. So what we offer here at Trilogy Financial Services is full-scale, comprehensive financial planning. Anything from helping you take a baby step to starting a retirement plan or to understanding how to take income from all of your investments. If you're a small business owner and you're trying to understand what it is you need to do or what plan is best for your company, we can help you with that as well. So what a client can expect when they come to see us is us really getting to understand what makes them tick. If I try to tell a client their number one goal is retirement planning when actually their number one goal is to buy a house, we're not going to have a successful relationship. So what a client's going to expect is for us to understand who they are and help them reach their success. So here at Trilogy Financial Services, our goal is to help you wherever you're at in your financial plan. So if it's getting started in your first career, understanding what to save into what bucket, we can do that. We don't believe in having asset minimums. So then our objective is to help you grow and build your wealth. If you've had an inheritance, if you're looking to sell a business, we can help you manage money regardless of the size of that asset. That's why we have a team. A lot of people feel anxiety regarding financial planning. Our objective is to help take the anxiety out of it because we feel like when we can empower you to understand what your options are and how to get started, that we can help you sleep better at night. At Trilogy, ultimately, we work with clients in 3 channels. Our goal is to help clients. So we have clients who come to us just for asset management, and we can do that without a financial planning fee. Then we have clients who come to us to understand how to get organized. Where is their money going? We try to make sure that we're helping you achieve the financial plan you want, and we have a channel to work with you in whatever capacity is best for you. My goal is to be a resource for you. Please feel free to reach out anytime.
Welcome back to The Pulse. I'm your host, Cindy Matalucci. Many women I know have suffered from mysterious medical conditions and were told by doctors that nothing was wrong with them. It can be frustrating and isolating when you know that something is off and that there's a real condition that you're suffering from and that your health should be taken seriously. We follow a 6-year journey with Suzanne, who finally gets the answers on her mysterious condition. Watch this. Okay, everybody, it's Cindy Matalucci, your host of The Pulse and Live with Cindy. I'm so excited about my next guest today. I have Suzanne Palmisano. I've had her husband on my show, film producer Nick Palmisano, so now I get to talk to you. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me on the show, guys.
I'm so excited to have you. So you are killing it in your lane as COO of Diesel Jack Media and mom of 6. I'm already exhausted. I don't know how you do it.
Don't ask me because I don't know either.
Well, we're going to kind of start out with a funny little video that we're going to show that you guys created with your media company of a day in the life. So let's check this out before we dive into some deeper things with you.
Great.
Running out of things to do? Need help? Join us for the Independence Fund Bingo Series. Prizes each week, and every entry fee goes to support catastrophically wounded veterans. Learn more at independencefund.org.
Okay, so that was hysterical. I still don't know how you do it. I love it. I love like the boxing and the gloves and everything that's going on.
Yeah, my crazy kids that we pull into all our videos when necessary, and they're great. They roll with the punches, literally.
Well, it's amazing. So we have to talk about this condition. I was so intrigued by this because I had never heard of it, and I'm so glad you're here to educate our viewers on this. But let's talk about nutcracker syndrome. Tell us what this is.
Well, it sounds like something, that happens at Christmas time, but actually this is a medical condition that is to do with your kidney, right? So your kidney has these veins coming out of it called the renal vein, and nutcracker is where the renal vein is compressed by the supramesenteric artery, and the aorta. So it creates like a nutcracker on it. So the renal vein is pinched so much that the blood can't flow to what would be the vena cava, and then that would go back to the heart. What happens is it goes back into the kidney, and that's not what it's designed to do, right? So our bodies are crazy in that it will create its own pathways. So because it can't go back to the heart, it starts creating this internal like pathway. It creates varicose veins inside your body. They're called collaterals, and they can go further down into your pelvis, around your spine. So it creates like spinal pressure. It is horrendous pain.
Well, is it hereditary? I was wondering about that.
And this is the thing. So it's so brand new as like research that they say, no, it's not. But I guarantee my mom has it. And my brother is now, I have a twin brother, and he's being investigated for it. And so it can affect, men, women. I know girls as young as 15 that have had surgery for it. It's such a random occurrence, but I believe personally that it is hereditary.
Well, and let's talk about this health journey for you, right? Because what was the hardest thing? You've been dealing with this for 6 years, trying to get this diagnosed?
Definitely, yeah. The hardest thing, and it's like you say, it's such a long journey to be undiagnosed with, and because I have no clue what's going on with me, and you look to the medical professionals to be like, please help me. And the hardest thing is that you get gaslighted by the medical community. There's so many random symptoms with this thing. They want to label the first thing and get you out the door. So that's been the hardest thing, getting somebody to listen, having to advocate for yourself at every point. I wouldn't be here post-surgery if I had not pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's so lonely, and it's so mentally and emotionally draining on you, your family, because even with families, I know there's people that have families that, think you're pretending, or, it's all in your head, or, doctors will say things like, you should have psychiatric care, or they will, misdiagnose something. I know women that have had hysterectomies for no reason, which imagine someone at 19 having a hysterectomy. I can't believe that goes on, but it does, because these doctors just don't want to educate themselves. As soon as you start, talking about it and say, I've actually got some knowledge on this, they just shut down. They can't be told.
Well, and so what did you wish that you knew from the beginning of this journey? Was there anything that you're like, okay, I wish I had known this?
I wish I knew that it would be such a long battle, because I say this with everything. If I don't care I don't care how long the battle is, as long as I've got a benchmark of I will get there in the end. I know what's ahead of me, and, I can just prepare for that. So knowing that I would be, in this battle for such a long time and feeling kind of so alone, if I'd known that, I would have been able to deal with it mentally a lot better.
Well, and you really trusted your instincts though, right? And I think that says a lot, because we know we have intuition and we know when something's wrong, right? And the doctors are like, oh, no, you're fine. But you knew, so you really stuck to your guns.
Yeah. And it was crazy. All of last year, and obviously everyone had COVID going on. And I always try and give myself, a bit of grace, but I also try and put myself in some realistic situations. My family weren't battling COVID. I didn't have this horrible thing hanging over me, but all the same, I still was battling this unknown thing. Last year was basically diagnostics after diagnostics, trying to get answers. Me on the phone with, surgeons, trying to make my own appointments. And I had one doctor that she was just adamant there was nothing wrong with me. Musculoskeletal, you've got, IBS. And I knew it was something else.
Did you have any particular symptoms that you could maybe tell us as a warning? What did you have first? It's so random, and this is where it kind of bleeds into other chronic conditions, and chronic
disorders all merge in together, because it's like autoimmune, there's Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which can actually play a big part in this syndrome, because it means your connective tissues are looser, so organs move around easier. But for this, left side headaches, like it felt like I had a sinus headache right behind my eyeball. I just wanted to rip it out. It was agony. Painkillers wouldn't touch it. Shoulder pain, they call it coat hanger pain, like where your coat hanger would be in a jacket. So like shoulders and neck pain, IBS, bloating, like gut issues, and that's related to lack of blood flow to the gut, which makes so much sense. Like POTS-like syndrome, so dizziness upon standing, feeling like your blood is pooling in your legs, lower back pain, groin pain. The most common one that doctors look for as a flagship symptom it's called flank pain, left flank pain. So kind of your rib area, which towards the end of last year was just debilitating for me. Like I even remember having one of my teenagers in the car, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to scream for a minute. And I would just foot near the brake, just just to get it out of my system. That's a lot of symptoms, and I can understand why medical professionals will be like, well, it's this or it's that, but the broader picture links it all together.
Well, and when you finally got diagnosed, the lady said, oh, you're a nutcracker lady, right?
Yeah. Well, that was special on its own. My vascular team actually discovered that I had it along with another compression called May-Thurner syndrome, and they didn't tell me. And so they just kind of left me on my merry way. And then it was the ultrasound tech doing my leg, my varicose vein, and she was like, oh yeah, you're the nutcracker lady. And I was like, I have no idea what you were talking about. What does that mean? And she explained it to me, and then that just opened a whole new world for me. And I managed to start investigating it more. The biggest thing I wanted to talk about today, which has been, I've talked about the negatives of lack of support and loneliness, but I've had a wonderful Facebook group, the Renal Nutcracker Support Group, and they have been phenomenal. If it wasn't for them, I would not have found the surgery that I had and that I desperately needed. There's 3,000 of us in the group, and it's a worldwide group, which just goes to show how rare it is. There's people in Australia and Spain that are desperate for care, that they just don't have the medical, even the medical know-how in their country. There's a really great surgeon in Germany that people are traveling, even from America, people are traveling to Germany for the surgery.
Well, and that's how you found out about the auto transplant, right?
Yep.
The
AT. We call it the AT, the auto transplant. It's a kidney procedure, and it's really fascinating. And this is why I love science. They take the kidney, and it's more often it's the left kidney that's causing issues. The kidney is completely fine. They always do a test to make sure your kidney can function completely on its own. Kidney is fine. It's just that the blood can't escape. So they remove your kidney and they donate it back to you. So my left kidney is currently in my right pelvis area.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy. Yeah. And who knew we had little pockets? Ladies love pockets. It's like, oh, we've got extra pockets down there.
So tell us about your surgery, because I know that you had it, what was it, April 20th, or you said 5 weeks ago?
5 weeks today, yeah. I was so adamant that I needed the surgery, and I went against the advice of my vascular team, of my interventional radiologist, and I found this surgeon, Dr. Collins at Duke University Hospital, who is a fantastic surgeon. He's done this many times, so I knew I was in good hands. And you drive so hard to get somebody to listen to you and to find a solution that you have this surgery is the end date. So, it came, I was extremely nervous just because I've not had such a I can't think of a surgery I've had, to be quite honest. But, for me, I had the easy part of falling asleep and waking up, what felt minutes later. I was under for 9 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, so my poor husband and family, my family are in England, so my husband was just keeping them updated the entire time. And I can't imagine, was going through that, and especially it being such a huge surgery. So I'm very thankful that he supported me through that.
I love that. Well, okay, so before I let you go, I want to find out, what would you like your audience to know, or where do we go, right? Where does the audience go to learn more information about this?
Yeah, for a start, always advocate for yourself, not just for this, but for any kind of chronic disorder. There is so many disorders out there, and they all kind of cross over. And we're finding now with COVID, there's like long haul COVID symptoms. Don't stop. If you know it's not right, continue to fight for yourself. Okay. If the first person doesn't listen, you move to the next one. You find the one that does listen. The medical procedure you want to go for is finding a interventional radiologist. They're the people that can do the ultrasounds. They know the proper tests that you need. My Facebook group has been phenomenal. Renal Nutcracker Support Group. We even have surgeons in the group because they were so pleased with how knowledgeable we are that they're happy to chime in on things. People can say, okay, I'm in this state, who's the best surgeon to go to? We recommend people for different tests, and it's so supportive. There's people that are just finding out and they're just joining us, and the people that have had surgery 3 years ago and they're still in the group, and we learn about everybody's recovery. It's just such a fantastic support.
I love that. Well, I want to say thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. I know it hasn't been easy, so I really appreciate it. And I'm so happy that you're recovering, and we're just happy that we had you on the show today.
Thank you so much, Cindy. It's been great.
Thank you so much. For more information on the Nutcracker syndrome and to join the Facebook group mentioned by Suzanne, you can go to Renal Nutcracker Syndrome Support Group on Facebook, and we will have all this information on our site. Don't touch that remote, because when we come back, we're on location at Bijou Rocks.
Hi, I'm Delissa. I recently am a new patient here at Restore, which I chose. I was looking for a convenient location to help get a new, fresh look to my face as a new mom. I've had a really pleasant experience here. Everyone's been very patient and kind and accommodating. Very easy to get access and chat with anyone and answer all of my questions. I had this scar on my nose that I've had for quite some time, and I really wanted to have it revised and minimized, and I do feel like Restore took my concern, albeit quite minor, very calmly and seriously, and working really well to resolve it. I've been really happy with my service here at Restore. In fact, I recently just referred a girlfriend of mine to come and get it checked out too for a scar that she has. She's gonna schedule an appointment soon, so I feel really confident about referring some of my friends here. It's been a great, pleasant experience.
Hi, I'm Cindy Matalucci with The Pulse, and I wanted to tell you how much I trust Dr. Katerina Gallus from Restore SD Plastic Surgery with my face. Being on camera, you always want to look your best, but you're nervous to get anything done, or you want to be the best version of yourself. So I love working with Dr. Gallus because we sit there and we talk about what's going to be good for me. I have my concerns. She addresses different things. She always makes me look real, and that's what I want to do. I just want to look like the best version of myself. So whether it's fillers for the lips, or whether it's my diamond facial that they do, which is amazing to keep my skin bright and looking great on camera, or just a little bit of Botox, but obviously you can still see that I have lines because I want to look real, but I want to look like the best version of myself. So I just want to say that I trust her. I think she's fabulous. I highly recommend her to any of my friends and family, and I've been going to her for 3 years since she opened in La Jolla. So I just wanted to let you guys know to check her out at restoresdplasticsurgery.com. We absolutely love supporting local businesses and taking you inside to showcase them. We have partnered with Elite Networking to spotlight some of these amazing female entrepreneurs and show you their story. we go to a fashion event held at Bijou Rocks in Solana Beach with this group of movers and shakers. Check this out. Hey everybody, welcome to the Elite Networking event. We're going to take you inside at Bijou Rocks. I want to introduce our speaker and our host, Ren, Bijou Rocks. Come on up.
Welcome. I want to say thank you for coming, first of all. Thank you to Cindy and guys. So welcome to my shop. Bijou Rocks is my baby. I hand make and I kind of specialize in hand knotting. I take a lot of vintage jewelry and I turn it into all this stuff that you can wear today and, and revamp old jewelry, and then I create new things. So everything I do is in collections. There's a theme behind them and they're all color coordinated and everything is developed one of a kind. I also design and create my own leather collection. I've started creating a collection of bags and accessories from Italy and China. This section is the art that comes from different types of art. There's some portraits, there's some abstract, and we have three different artists. So that's the art portion of it. And Michael takes commissions as well, so that's always a lot of fun because we have things like Jim Morrison here. I did the Elite Friendship Bracelet for all the Elite ladies tonight. And there's a little dedication for it in the back.
For more information on this group, you can go to facebook.com/elitenetworking.org. For more of these stories, you can head on over to our website at thepulsesd.com. Make sure to follow us on social media at thepulsesd for all the behind the scenes fun. That's going to do it for today's episode. We'll see you next time when we put our finger on the pulse of San Diego.